to friends like us, Marina Franklin here, and I am with
Evelyn Frick.
Yes, yay! So, Evelyn, tell me. Oh, well, before, because we know people have to sign on, so I don't want you to tell the story. I always do that too early. I'm like, tell me everything. By the way, check out this hat.
I love the hat. I was gonna say it looks so good. It's very
house head. I keep changing my glasses too because I can't remember where I put the other ones. I don't know where the pink ones are. The red ones, I could have sworn I saw them this morning. I guess this is the reading glass dilemma.
Yeah, it looks good. All of them look good though.
This is why people wear that chain, that awful chain around their necks.
Oh, sure. I feel like that might be making a comeback. Like I see people my age that have like chains, but for their masks. So they'll just have like their mask like on a chain around their neck and then just put them up.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wonder if they actually wear the mask over their nose.
That's the important question. It boggles my mind when I see people not with the mask over their nose because, like, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Jean Louis Manuel. Is that a Haitian name? That sounds like Jean Louis. It's a Haitian name. Where are you from? Where you at? They just had a horrible
I saw. Oh my god. Yeah, it's awful.
Hi, the gas man.
Hello.
Is that on Twitch? Oh, someone's watching us on Twitch. We really rarely get someone watching us on Twitch.
I know. Yeah, I think we've only had like 1 or 2 viewers before.
I think it's because like I play. Oh yeah, it is Haitian. I figured. Jean Louis. Sac passé. So yeah, on Twitch I know because I play Fortnite with Mateo, and recently he had me in his stream.
Oh, fun.
So yeah, and I had announced that they could come on mine. We should stop playing Fortnite though. Fortnite is no good for your brain. The gas man. Talking about face masks, I can't help but think of Greg Wilson using G-string as a face mask. Oh, is that what Greg Wilson is doing? That's so funny.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that either. Evelyn, tell me, how was your trip? Last week you went to Chicago. Was it last week, right?
Yeah, it was last Saturday. It was very, very quick, but I flew out Friday evening and was there all day Saturday and then the morning Sunday and then flew back in the evening. But it was really lovely. My sisters lived in Chicago for about like 1.5 years now, but I had never seen her apartment because like COVID. So it was great to see her place and like her area, like the area of Chicago she's living in. My parents were there too. So it was really great. On Saturday, in the afternoon, we went to a Cubs game, which was really fun. And then in the evening, we saw a main stage show at Second City, which was also
a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot packed into a very short trip, but it was really good. The main stage show was really funny. And then just like that Sunday morning, just kind of very relaxing morning, just with family. So it was really good, really great to be there. I also hadn't visited Chicago in a really long time, so it was great to be in the city. Did lots of walking around.
I saw that tweet about what happened here. Can you tell them about that?
Yeah, so this was not like a planned thing, but the day after I got back from Chicago, I saw this tweet which was commemorating, I think, like the 17th anniversary of the day that Dave Matthews Band was in Chicago, and somehow their tour bus accidentally unloaded like their like the waste part from the bathroom into the Chicago River, and like onto like a tour boat in the Chicago River. So just dumped like literal like shit onto like tourists, I think.
Oh my God.
I think it was like 800 pounds worth of waste. Yeah, so that happened, I think, a week ago, last Sunday was the anniversary. I was in Chicago on that day. I didn't last Sunday. I didn't know I had missed that occasion, but yeah, I'd only heard that had happened like a while ago, and the first time someone told me, I was like, that's not true. Like that did not happen. But it did. So.
That is crazy. There has to have been lawsuits. Could you imagine? Like,
yeah, there definitely was. I think they were sued.
I mean, if I was on that boat, you know me, I would be suing. I'd be like, this is just unacceptable.
Oh, you call 311.
Uh-oh, everyone's talking. Oh, let's see, man. Recently watched one of your performances. I've lived it. Oh, you love it. Good afternoon. Thank you, Jean-Louis. Good afternoon, ladies. Glad to see Evelyn back. Yes.
It's so great. I love this being part of my Saturday afternoons.
Oh, look at this. Oh, thank you, Ted Chambers.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Ted.
Where are you at? Oh, the best part of the weekend begins. Thank you. And hello, Danish Lau. Where are you? Everyone, tell me where you're from, where you're at, because some of you, we haven't seen your name here before.
Yeah, and a lot of new people, actually.
And Ashley's always here. Thank you, Ashley, for always being here with us. David Juskow, it's his birthday this weekend.
Oh, yeah, I did see your post.
So, you know, he won't be here, okay? He won't be here interrupting Evelyn. He just talks. He can't help himself. He just talks so much. He's like, I'm trying.
I know. I know. I mean, last week the week before when Dave was on with us, at one point I was like, oh, like I actually don't mind that he's like talking to us. And then I was like, wait, is this like Stockholm syndrome? Like, is my body getting used to it?
Yeah.
Because
oh, okay. So this person doesn't know who we are or where we're from. So how? Nice. I don't know if I should answer you because you haven't answered my question first. So you go first.
That's true.
So there. There's this new thing. Happy birthday, Dave Juskow. Yeah. You know what's really funny is last night we were at the Comedy Cellar. He was there, and it's so funny. I did such a Marina thing to do, and I felt horrible. But someone, like, we're talking about COVID and how these breakthrough cases, and one of the comics that actually works the Cellar but wasn't at the Cellar at the time, he's in Vegas, got COVID.
Oh, no.
And and he couldn't perform in the Cellar, obviously, and it's a breakthrough case. And I got the wrong name. Like, there's two comics with the same first name, and I got the wrong one. And so I was telling this guy the story who was with Juskow, celebrating Juskow's birthday. And I'm telling this kid the story, and he's like, what do you mean he got COVID? He goes, I was in the green room with him. Oh my God.
No.
And his whole face dropped. And when I say this kid is like the sweetest, I've never seen him ever look angry.
Yeah.
He looked pissed. And I was like,
no.
And his face completely dropped. He put his mask on. He was like freaking out. He's like, I got to see my parents tomorrow. Then I go around the corner and I get this text because they're in the Cellar and I'm at the Village Underground, which is around the corner. And I get a text from him saying, you got the wrong guy. It's the other one. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
And I felt horrible. And then the comic, he's like, you didn't tell this to anyone else. It was like telling someone that they had AIDS or something, you know?
Oh my God.
That's how they felt. And I was like, no, luckily I just told this one kid. I was wrong. It was not you. And then I come back to the Cellar and Juskow was sitting there with a big smile. And I go, I feel horrible. He goes, are you kidding? This is the best birthday gift ever. This was fucking fantastic.
That's so funny.
You ruined his night and I had a great time. It was so funny seeing him all freaked out.
That's so Juskow.
He's like, this was hilarious. It was so classic Marina. I was like, I feel horrible though. So anyway.
I mean, it's just COVID times, you know. You just got to make the best of it.
Yeah, just make the best. All right. So we got hold on one sec. We got Danish guy. Hold on. Let me do a little something.
Yeah.
Hold on. Danish guy, please reply the question. Okay. I'll show you how I reply. Wait, hold on. Let me see. You keep talking, Evelyn.
Mhm.
I'll take care of this.
Sure, sure. Yeah, but I mean, like the stuff with like the breakthrough cases really is like a little bit concerning. Although I was actually like really pleasantly surprised when I was at the Second City. I like I'd never been there before, but it seemed to me like they weren't like at full capacity yet. Which I've been to the cellar and it looks like they're at full capacity. And so at the Second City, it was like slightly more spread out. And they do like, you know, like food service there. So, but they were like, please keep your mask on, like even like in between like taking a drink or like in between like eating. So it all like felt like pretty safe. And it's been a week since I've been in Chicago. And like I don't, don't feel sick. So assumption is that I'm fine. Yeah, I was like nervous because we got these tickets for like to do things in like June before like the Delta variant was like a thing. We're like, oh, we're vaccinated, like it'll be okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't anticipate that I'll be going and like flying places again anytime soon.
I know, it's awful. I had to.
Yeah.
Well, first, I had to block that fool.
That's how you reply.
Before I come back on some other platform, I was like, "Hi, am I married? Like, what the hell?"
Oh, yeah.
Every now and then, sometimes on Facebook, I'm like, should I add Facebook as one of the streams?
Yeah.
Because Facebook, I always get some random.
Oh yeah, just some random guy, some random
crazy.
people.
It's like, hello? Please reply to the question. Maybe, and poor guy. Probably, maybe there's a language barrier. Are you married though? It's like in any language, we were not talking about that. So in any language, no,
yeah.
It's not what we're talking about.
Yeah. Also, this isn't like a dating site. You can find that elsewhere.
Look at all the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Gasman. Gasman did it right. From Cali. Thank you, Gasman.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
I am known. Yeah, you're right though, Evelyn. It's gotten crazy with the COVID.
Yeah.
And I had to actually cancel 2 dates.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I was just about to go back on the road.
Yeah, and it's like, well, especially because like I know you do like colleges a lot, and I know that there's some colleges where it's like going into like their school season, and some places are like you have to be like students have to be vaccinated, but even still, like that's going to be the prime place where COVID is going to be. So you just you have to be safe.
Yeah, because students just coming. This is orientation for them,
right? Yeah.
And I'm assuming that we're about to find out the effect of all of this orientation going back to school. Is really sad. That we're just. I mean, the thing that someone said to me is like, in your mind, you're preparing for the worst. And that's part of the traumatic part of all of this.
Yeah.
Is like, you want to look to the future. You want to have hope.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard with this Delta variant out there. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for anyone getting this and any gathering. And, I did ask questions like, without saying the name of the school, right? Mm-hmm. But I did ask questions like, will they be tested weekly? Are they tested before the show? Are they vaccinated? Like, I just need to know before I perform in front of them.
Yeah.
And their answer was they get tested as they enter the campus once and they get vaccinated once. Or no, and then they show proof of vaccination. But the fact that they don't all have to be vaccinated, it's not,
Yeah, that's not good enough.
And it was outdoors, but this Delta variant is stronger. I just didn't want to take any chances.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I think like we'll start seeing soon. I know that I just saw like New York City, they like the health department just approved like booster COVID shots for like severely immunocompromised people, and I think moderately immunocompromised people as well. And I think we're going to start seeing that like as the weeks go on, they're going to start approving it for like most people soon.
Yes. So I'm going to be up in that get my booster. I've convinced at least 2 of my friends now. I feel like I was part of this, of getting the vaccine. 2 of
Yeah.
them now have it that weren't getting it.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. I was just like, I can't, let's see. All right, let me see here. What's going on? I got my glasses on. Random question, Evelyn. Is any of your stand-up online? I would love to check it out.
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Thank you, Ashley. Yeah, so I don't have like a specific channel, I don't think. It's been a while since I've like had like done like stand-up where it was videotaped. But I have some sets from when I was in college. If you just probably just like put on like search in YouTube Evelyn Frick, there'll definitely be some videos that will come up, I think. Yeah, and then also I do satire writing. So if you know Reductress, the satire website, I have some writing on there as well. And you can check out, they have like archives for different authors. So if you just like search my name, and there you can find stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, it's so like like annoying because I want, I've been doing a little bit of like getting back into like stand up, but not in the, like not every place like videotapes it. So I don't think I have any video of like my more like recent material, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, it takes some time to get a lot of content out there. You're a young comic. She's just starting out, so it takes a little bit of time to get like enough content to put out there for people. And even when you're starting out, you want to keep that, so that people don't go, well, it's already out there. I've been doing it 20 years, so I got content that I could kind of throw to the wolves. I mean, not the wolves. It's like wolves, don't you? Eat up the content,
Yeah.
But, I don't have to worry about, jokes being too old to, like, a lot of times when we get TV shows, they say, well, is this anywhere? Has this been on anything before because they want to, a lot of networks want to be the first to say they've had that joke on their show.
Yeah.
So it's kind of harder for a younger comic to put content out there unless they're ready to just release it and let it go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it's like interesting, like, because like that's not like when you were coming up, that's not something you had to deal with at all.
No. So Ashley says, nice. I love satire. Thank you. I will check it out. So that's great. Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And DJ Eric Prince is here. And I did see something earlier here about an MC, Steve Zumbi Gaines of Zion, passed away yesterday due to COVID-related complications. That's very tragic. I'm sorry. And the brother was vulnerable to it as an asthmatic. Now, here's a story for you guys. I got into it. You want to hear who I got into it with on
absolutely
Instagram? I never do this on social media. And then I stopped myself. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it anymore. Yeah. But Chet Hanks.
Oh, yeah. I did see that he posted that you shouldn't get the vaccine. It's so stupid.
So he basically, just so you know, he's like in his camera talking about how you should get the vaccine. And then he goes, psych, I'm not putting that in my arm. And here's the thing. He's trying to act like he's like a black guy. Like he's doing like the white boy who's like black, like, he's white boy summer. He's like dancing with black women. He's like he's part of the black community. Don't do that. Like that's the last thing we need is a white man in a black voice telling us not to get the vaccine. No, and you're Tom Hanks' son. Your father was the first to get this. Yeah. Or according to like, the way Americans act, we're like, oh, he's the first. Yeah. And then, so I just put, I saw Michael Rappaport put a thumbs down. Yeah. Because it's freaking, it makes me so angry, and it's stupid, and it's misinformation, and it's so insensitive to people who've had, lost family. Yeah. I've lost people in my family. It's just incredibly insensitive. And so all these people were putting underneath it things about, people who died in their family and how, this is real. Stop doing that. Stop putting out Oh my God. And so I put like a thumbs down and a crying face, and I put bye. And then there was like little people commenting, like, you don't have to say goodbye. It's not an airport. And I was like, oh, I thought it was because it's trash. That was my reply. And then I was like, and I never do this. I never go back and forth. But a lot of people were like I had 200, almost 300 people who liked that I said thumbs down. And then there were like those comments like, bye, see you later. You know, like, someone like went on my page and was like, where's your mask? I was like, all right, let me delete this comment because I don't have to wake up every day on my Instagram and see people going like saying negative things.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like I started to slip into that very bad part of the internet that I never do.
I know. It's never do this. Yeah, no, I totally understand. It's like it's so tempting when like someone like on the internet says something like a really awful opinion and just like wanting to respond and like be snarky. But there's just no way to win with that. Like then people will just like pile on and there's like no like end point to it. So no, I totally know what you mean. I've definitely done that before and then had to like stop myself.
Yeah, because I realized after a while, it's like, I don't know these people.
Yeah, exactly.
And then every day I'm getting like this, like, you know, you suck, whatever. Yeah. I was like, just delete. I kept it up though for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days. And then Single Female 2020 got it in on some.
That's so funny. I love that.
And then I reported it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I reported it as misinformation. I don't know how far that'll go. That's the thing is like when Joe Biden said that Instagram is killing people, he wasn't wrong. No. Social media misinformation is right there. Yeah. And I guess Facebook is Instagram and they say they're like monitoring it.
They're not.
His post was able to live like that for a long, it's still up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like social media, like, is good in that it connects us to like a lot of other people that otherwise we, you know, wouldn't have the chance to talk to, but also like from like social media platforms, like so much bad has come, like so many conspiracy theories and like, you know, like anti-vaxxers probably would not like exist or like be like as like forefront in like our like society, like if social media did not exist.
I mean, the QAnon stuff is getting crazy. You saw the story about the guy who killed his 2 kids?
Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, that's awful. That doesn't surprise me, unfortunately.
Maybe I just want to turn off the news. I was like, sometimes you got to turn it off.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to.
But that one.
That's so funny.
You know, that's crazy. It's like people don't even know what they're defending.
No, they don't.
I was like, this freaking idiot. I mean, look, don't let Satan tempt you. I know. It's like, I was like, that guy is a freaking idiot. I mean, he is a fool. Okay.
Yeah, he really is. Really. Yeah.
Yeah. Clubhouse is also, I know. I thought Clubhouse was gone though.
Yeah. I thought it was too. I feel
everyone seems to be like,
yeah, people are done with it.
But then now this Delta thing is back.
Yeah.
That's right, Ashley. Chet needs to take 50 seats.
Yeah, he really does.
I'm telling you, it's just I really just thinking like to myself, like, is anyone really looking at how many problems of what he did is? I mean,
yeah.
So your idea of Black people is by saying some ignorant ass shit.
Yeah.
That was the most insulting part to me.
Yeah.
Is like in your portrayal of being Black, which you're not, you know.
Yeah.
I understand white people who grew up in Black neighborhoods, they are actually, in my mind, I was like culturally Black. I don't ever like begrudge that. You know, like I know because I grew up in a white neighborhood, I went back and forth with the way I spoke too. So I don't begrudge. Yeah. But what I do know is he's a privileged man, privileged white man who grew up very wealthy. Yeah. With a father. He had all of those things and he's choosing to do this.
Yeah.
And then he's putting out this very dangerous information to my community.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, my hope is that like he like actually doesn't like, it's mostly like other white people like him that follow him. But yeah, you never know with social media.
I saw it. I was getting comments. They were giving me like black. They're like, "Take you go, just go." I was like,
"Oh my god, yeah." It's like he wants to like take like the like be a part of the good parts of Black culture, and then like but not experience the hardship.
yes. So, are you getting out there, Evelyn? Like during the week, are you starting to do your own lockdown?
I mean, it's like a mixture. I like this week. I actually did see a few friends, like a few nights, but like it was all like it was at like people's apartments, so it wasn't really out. I haven't really like eaten. Like I don't plan on eating inside at a restaurant. I mean, like I rarely go to restaurants anyway, but if I do, it's just kind of like outside. I think I'm probably like I'll still continue to like all my friends are like vaccinated. So like in small settings, maybe just like one-on-one, like having friends come over, I feel comfortable with. But yeah, I think I'll probably be like continue to be cautious and probably even more cautious than I have been in the last like, few months, unfortunately.
Do you know people? Look, I've been around the Irish woman too long, so that no is a little bit. Do you know people? That's what happens when I hang out with someone with an accent. I start to pick up their.
Yeah.
But do you know people breakthrough cases?
Yeah, a few. I know. Well, a friend of my girlfriend's from her graduate program had a breakthrough case, and she was breakthrough case, so she was vaccinated. So for her, it really wasn't that bad. And actually, like this person, their roommate, was also a breakthrough case. So then presumably they got COVID from her. But actually, like this friend of my girlfriend's, like her, like I guess like viral like load or whatever was low enough that she actually like tested negative for COVID. But it only like it really could only be COVID. It must be that like the amount of like virus that was in her system was like really, really small. But yeah, I mean, so she was fine. I think just like quarantined for like I think 10 days, and it was like a really, really short amount of time that she like felt sick and like wasn't that sick. And then a friend of mine from college actually was a breakthrough case. And I think she's better now too. In both cases, it was just like very small amount of symptoms. It didn't last for very long. So thankfully, yeah, the people that I know that have had breakthrough cases, it hasn't been bad.
See, I know people with breakthrough cases that lost their taste and their smell.
I did, yeah. One of them did lose taste and smell. But I think, at least for the one person that happened to, I think it's come back.
Okay.
Hopefully. But yeah, no, it's scary. The thing that like made me feel slightly better though was I saw an article that kind of like had like a bunch of diagrams, and like the spike in COVID cases we're seeing right now isn't because of breakthrough cases. It's just because of like unvaccinated people in the US getting the Delta variant. So like the amount of people like getting like breakthrough cases, like it is in comparison a really small percentage, but it still is scary to know them.
Yeah, it's scary because everyone I talk to knows someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then and then here's the thing. I did see someone go, they're like, the vaccinated people are killing everyone. And I was like,
what?
Here we go.
Make any sense.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, looking for any reason.
What people are saying. At Howard. Oh, who had a tiff? Howard Lee. Oh, Howard Lee. We're just talking about vaccinate the breakthroughs, and we really just got started.
Yeah.
That's all we're talking about. DJ. I was in a crowded ass AC for a few days. Now I have a sore throat. Going to get tested tomorrow. Oh, DJ.
Yeah, be
yes,
safe.
Please. What do you mean crowded ass AC? Are you talking about Atlantic City or AC?
Oh, it might be Atlantic City.
Oh God, yeah, the casinos are hot spots, dude. Oh no.
Yeah, I think sore throat. I mean, definitely good to get tested, but I don't think sore throat's a very common symptom from what I've read. But
yeah, it's probably all that smoking you were around.
yeah.
Let's see here. I'm delayed. Who had it? Oh, you're saying okay about me having a tiff with Chet Hanks. Yeah, that moron.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't ever let me meet him, please, God.
Yeah.
I also catch myself on accident sometimes ordering Chinese food to the Asian restaurant cashier with a Chinese accent. I do that too. I've done that too.
It's just hard to it's hard to not take on people's accents when you're talking with them.
Oh, Eric, you were in Atlantic City. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sore throat's a common system. Oh, I didn't know that about Delta.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also so hard to know because like the air quality has been really bad in certain places recently because of like the fires on the West Coast and like it's spreading. Like, because my sister, like, she had a sore throat like a few weeks ago, and she was like she got tested for COVID and it was negative, and we think it was, and then it went away in a few days, and it was probably just because the air quality in Chicago was not good because of the smoke moving.
From
east.
where? Oh,
from like California. There are a lot of like wildfires and such, and like in like my sister looked it up with like the National Weather Service, and they were saying that like the air quality it was bad.
I don't want to meet that fool. Don't let me meet him. I'm trying.
I can't imagine him being in New York City. Like I think he's mainly like on the West Coast, I think.
Yeah, I hope he stays there.
Yeah.
Stay. I think he's in Florida. You know, the Florida stuff.
Florida.
I mean, that DeSantis is a moron too. I mean, here's the thing is like he's like really stepping in the way of what the schools are trying to do, which is unconstitutional. I feel like he's making penalties for people who are like local schools.
Yeah, like which is like because with the Delta variant, like kids are getting more sick with it too. So it's like, oh, I can't imagine what a nightmare it's going to be there. And just, I mean, I've heard like it's bad there now, but like when I think schools actually might have already reopened in Florida, actually.
Yeah, let me do my hair backwards. Let's see this. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. That's what when the feet, I don't know the words. When the beat is pumping, I don't want. That's what people used to say. I used to look like that girl. So I used to wear hats all the time. Oh my God. I was at the farmer's market today and this woman had a radio with her and she was playing house music while I had on a house head hat. And I was like, and she's playing one of the songs that I love, which is called Superman by Black Coffee. Superman. Anyway, so I started singing. She was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. It's always nice when you have those good moments at the farmer's market. Which,
not that.
It was really funny because last night I was at the cellar and Todd Berry, I was telling him, good news for those of you that don't know, I sold a show. So I was telling Todd Berry about how I sold the show and how, part of it's about how I complain a lot. And he goes, oh yeah, like the farmer's market. And that girl, does she ever come to give you your coffee? And I was like, it's a really bad thing when Todd Berry can say you complain a lot. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's one of the funniest comedians. He's a legend. Yeah. And he said that to me. And I was like, oh no. I have a problem.
Gotta cut it back.
Oh, thanks for loving my hat, Ashley. Thank you.
It was a good hat.
So this week on Friends Like Us, we had a really great guest. We had Wendy Liebman, who I've always looked up to as a comedian because she's like just one of the comedians that I was like misdirect queen. She's so funny.
Yeah, she's good.
And she really takes her time to tell a joke. And it was like I could see the wheels turning when she was on the show. Because she's on Johnny Carson, which
wow.
Yeah, like I was like, what was it like to do Johnny Carson late night show?
Yeah.
I mean, that was when you did a late night show that it really meant something. And
Yeah.
you were like a star the next day. But she said that he also had to point to you or do something so that you became a star. But a lot of the comics that we love today were inspired by, especially women comics, were inspired by Wendy's delivery.
Yeah. I can tell that now. I mean, the thing is, like, to be honest, like, I really didn't know like who Wendy Liebman was before like I started like working with you. And like through you, I've started to do more like comedy education. Yeah, and Wendy is so good and so funny. And I don't think she was ever on the podcast when like I was like helping out with it. So I was so glad to like finally be able to like hear you talk to her.
Oh, yeah. I have these conversations usually with my assistants that work for friends like us, that part of the best part of working with friends like us is getting to know comics that came before you. And it's really important. And it's a mistake that every young comic makes to not know them. I made it too. I remember my dad saying to me, baby, you don't know this person. You don't know this person. And this is what you want to do. Baby, you got to study. It's like a craft. And I was like, come on, Dad. I was the same way, but it is a true thing that if you look at the people who come before you doing this, it's part of the school of this, what'll help the craft. But it's a mistake that we all make. It's, it's an innocent one. It's part of being young and just not knowing like who someone is. And it's so embarrassing when you don't know like that someone in the room is like that person. I always know when I see a comic, I can always tell that they're the authentic one of that style.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Like I saw, oh God, I'm gonna forget his name. That's so sad. Look, now I'm gonna forget his name. But I want to say, oh God, because he doesn't come up very often because he's very controversial. Anyway, I'll come up with it at some point. I've been smoking way too much marijuana, so that's pretty much what it is. But I remember seeing him in Ireland, and this man was so funny, and there was no doubt that this was the original style of what I had seen so many other comics doing, because you can always tell the original one from the not original ones.
Yeah.
I didn't have a word.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, because so much I think of comedy is like seeing people like in trying to find their authentic voice, like kind of trying out other people's styles. So yeah, I know that's really important.
Let's see, Ashley. I watched the replay of last week's live show with Jessica, and you played some of Wendy's stand-up. Yes, and I didn't realize so many other comics have been influenced by her style. Yeah, did you notice it, Ashley? Could you see that the style that you were seeing? Yeah, it's very much. I can't say who, but there was a comic that I was working with, and backstage, all of the camera guys were like, "She's doing Wendy Liebman." Like,
oh wow!
Yeah. Yes, Danielle. He is a hysterical complainer, and that's when I knew I had a problem. Oh, Ash, I don't really listen to house music, but I've been wanting to say that song that plays on the end of your podcast is everything. I love singing to it. Oh, thank you, Ashley, because it was produced by Sean Haley, who's no longer with us. He was a friend of mine, and he was a music master. I mean, librarian. All of my info on music, which is, of course, I don't always know names. I suck at names.
Names are, no, I totally understand.
Names are kind of important.
Kind of important, but also like, yeah, you just meet so many people, and also like, because I feel like now like you meet so many people like virtually that it's like hard to keep straight.
Yeah, it is very hard. So Sean Haley, DJ. Actually, we dated in college. My ex-boyfriend passed away. He used to work with DJ Spinna.
Oh, wow.
If you guys know who DJ Spinna is, he does a lot of parties on Twitch. You can look him up right now. He's on Twitch, and he has like, he'll play like, Prince reunions.
Oh, wow.
Michael Jackson reunions, and Spike Lee loves him. And he's like a celebrity DJ.
Oh,
and he's
cool.
kind of old school too. He'll play house music, but Sean and him used to work together, but their library of music is just unbelievable stuff,
Wow.
So yeah,
that's a good
the
song.
thing. Yeah. And Nina Ray, I think that's her name, of the singer. Look, I'm still like bad with names. At least no, it's not. No, I did not say Amy. I didn't say Amy. I didn't say that. It was someone. Spin It does the annual Spike Lee block party. Yes.
Oh, it's so fun.
Everyone's like, was it Amy? She may have been. Yeah. I didn't say that though.
Yeah, it wasn't from you.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I just said, oh yeah, Sean Haley was in Wendy Moto. Yes, absolutely. Great DJ. And there's a couple of DJs that play and they do like anniversary shows for him recently. It was his birthday. So Torrin Edmond is another one on Twitch. If you're watching me from Twitch, check out Torrin Edmond and DJ Alan King. And on here, make sure you check out DJ Eric Prince, who is watching currently, because he is also a master DJ, wonderful DJ, DJ'd my party a few times. So yeah, I'm a house head. I miss going out. I saw them in Croatia. I know they do house music in Croatia.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know about you, but I see people partying like that, and it's like crowds, and I'm like, oh my God.
It makes me so nervous.
It makes me I'm like, oh.
Yeah, well, because Lollapalooza was like 2 weeks ago now or something.
Yeah.
And just the amount of people, like I'd see photos from it just makes me so nervous. Like, because statistically there has to be someone there who has COVID.
Has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, and we did have a DJ, Paul Johnson, who passed away from COVID. I don't know. It's like, thank you. Live set. Oh, DJ. Oh, let's do this. Yes. Eric Prince has a live set today from 6 to 8 on Twitch and in Mixcloud. Put your Twitch handle on here, DJ Eric Prince, because I also don't know you're on Twitch. So I don't put your handle there. Okay. The artist K-Tron, what makes good house music? I think it's house. K-Tronada. Okay. All right. I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. Evelyn, I think this is a good time to pull up some reviews of the Friends Like Us podcast, because if you didn't know, this is actually why I do this, is to promote my podcast, Friends Like Us, which is a podcast that features women of color with, views on hot topics. And every now and then we have a white, like a period, or a man, it's been kind of a heavy flow this month, but booking is not easy. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not, this Monday coming up, Pat Brown is back. I went to go visit Pat Brown. She's had her fibroid removed. So I went to her home to see how she was doing. She's silly as ever. It's just coming on this Monday. Next week's episode, though, that's going out is with, oh God. I've had so many shows I can't remember. Like,
yeah.
They all start to pile on and
absolutely. Because also like being a week ahead. Like,
oh yeah. Go ahead and read that while I
so we've got a few actually. The first was sent to the Friends Like Us podcast email, which if you want to send us an email, it's friendslikeUspodcast@gmail.com. This is from our friend Michelle Jimlami, who is a frequent listener, went to some of Marina's live Zoom stand-up shows, has the merch, which I'm wearing right now. She's great. She said, "Hi, Marina. Congratulations on selling a show. I just finished listening to the podcast today, which the episode was A Lift Me excited enough to reach out. Thank you and all Friends Like Us friends for keeping me company every Wednesday. I'm so happy you're getting your creativity out there in all the different ways. Best, Michelle Jimlami.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, it's a lovely review. And then we also have a review coming from Apple Podcasts. This is from MajK PPS, who says, great guests, thoughtful topics, 5 stars. And then said, Marina is a world-class host and comedian, funny and serious. She does it all. Which is another lovely comment. And also just a reminder, if you, it's great for you to leave comments and reviews on Apple Podcasts for Friends Like Us. It helps other listeners find Friends Like Us. So please do give Friends Like Us 5 stars and a review on Apple Podcasts. And then I also picked out a comment that we got from a listener on Twitter, Jeff Farrell, who replied to the tweet announcing the guests for this week, which is Wendy Liebman, Zainab Johnson, and Aaron Jackson, who just seeing who the guests were going to be said, already laughing very hard, which is great. So yeah, we had a lot of really great, lovely comments this week.
Oh, look, those are great comments. Yes. No, I'm not hot. The way Evelyn keeps lifting up her shirt, she may need to turn her oven off. I'm just saying. No, she's just trying to make sure you get the shirt.
Yeah,
you can't see. You can't see. I mean, I could like lift my seat up. I forgot to put my flowers back here.
Oh no.
I always get flowers for the show. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get them.
Yeah, please.
Sorry that you have to see my crappy background. I'll be right back. Keep them company, Evelyn.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me just take a look at some of the comments. Let's see. Ashley says, prayers up for Pat Brown for a speedy recovery. Yes, absolutely. I'm very excited to listen to that episode. Pat Brown is so funny and always extremely, extremely insightful. Oh, those are lovely. Those are great. I guess, are those sunflowers? They look really pretty. And then Phil Dobbs says, I think I have 1 or 2 sets of Pat Brown I recorded on VHS. Oh, wow. From early 2000s.
Aren't those great?
That's incredible. Yeah, those are really pretty.
They're called Teddy Bear.
Wow. Those are, yeah. Did you get them at the farmer's market this morning?
I did. I got them for you guys. And then I forgot to put them up so that you didn't see like wires and stuff. You know, I'm trying to be one of those people with like a nice background. I'm a funny girl, but I have no, I'm trying to get style.
You do have style.
You think so, Evelyn?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I try, I'm still from the Midwest. So it kind of, but yeah, they're called Teddy Bear sunflowers.
Oh, they're really pretty.
Yeah. Sunflower is the sign of the power, or was it sun showers? Oh, thank you. Yeah, they are beautiful sunflowers. Yes. And it was fun asking for them because I asked the guy, I go, can you get me a nice teddy bear? And I heard it come out of my mouth and I was like, Marina, what's wrong with you? Oh, thanks. Yeah, D. A fave Sean Haley tune is Sandman featuring Jeremy Ellis. Yes, I love it. Love it. Thank you for knowing that, D.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, this is a teddy bear. Hey, Teddy.
Lovely.
Yeah, I hope they last longer than the other sunflowers. I had the regular sunflowers, and someone said they're supposed to be in the sun, but I don't think you're supposed to put anything in the sun directly because it kind of died fast.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, with like cut flowers, like they're gonna die anyway because they're not like attached to anything. But yeah, I don't think I think not direct sunlight is okay.
Get the stupid coffee cup. Did you guys know that we clean up our backgrounds for you for like, I did like Windy City Live this week and I was just like noticing like this other guest's background and I was like, I need to live my life better. That's what I was thinking. I was like, she's got her pictures like up and they're hung like perfectly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I never think about this stuff, like.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that says about me. Like, I have photos that I can hang up, but I don't have a lot of stuff hanging up on the walls because I live in an apartment and I have what's called project walls. So when you put things, do you know what that means, Evelyn? Project walls?
I think I do. Yeah.
What does it mean? I'm gonna test you.
Well, like I would assume like walls like from the projects, like the very thin. You can hear everything.
Actually, no. They're very hot. They're strong. They're made of some type of. You guys can help me out with this, but you can't it's not easy to put anything in the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
So if you want to hang up like a TV and stuff like that, you got to get someone who really knows about the project walls. Someone help me with this, but it's so you can't just. I've always seen them whenever I try to do anything, hang anything up. I've got to listen to the wall first and find out where the spot is that I can actually do that. So yeah. So that is all the emotion I went through when I did Windy City Live was that whole journey.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Seeing other people's apartments and being like, I need to change.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Aunt Pruitt.
Hello.
How are you? You're one of our new followers that I really enjoy. Thank you so much for retweeting everything and just saying really nice things. I really appreciate it. So thank you. I'm running out of conversation. Isn't that's unheard of? Oh, so this week's podcast that's going to be going out is with Suzette Simon.
Oh, great.
Jenny Saldana and Noye Brown West.
Oh, it's so fun. That's a good group.
I sound like Wendy Williams when I do that. Doesn't she do that?
She does do that, yeah.
So yeah, and it's a great conversation about breast cancer. We talk about it at great lengths. 3 of us on there are breast cancer survivors or women who have just finished treatment. I hesitate in using the word survivor only because I think that people who have passed away from cancer, it's not that they didn't survive, but I know that's just the term we use. So we talk about that a great deal, as well as Noye Brown West, had a hysterectomy. So we, because of her family's history of cancer. So we do talk about that. We have information about the vaccine.
Oh, great.
And how it can affect women's lymph nodes, which it does. That's a fact. It can actually, if you're going to get a mammogram, if you're getting a mammogram close to when you get the vaccine, you need to tell your doctor because it can show up on your mammogram results and show that you have a swollen lymph node, which in fact the vaccine can cause, and you could get misdiagnosed. So it's very important to not have them so close together when you get them. So that's one thing we talked about.
That's important.
I say, Dina Hashem would be a great guest. Can I get a birthday shout out? What? Oh my God. Wait, is it today, Eric? Happy birthday on the same day as Dave Juskow. Did you know? You and Dave Juskow share this weekend together. That should be lovely.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Oh, look at this wall whisper. Yes. Happy birthday. What you doing besides playing music?
Yeah.
I say my better half is a survivor. She has a trait and chose to do the double mastectomy. Oh, okay. A few years ago. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, so she did the genetic test and she knows that. Yes. Okay. Wow. Okay. So she is, she's a survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mastectomy was done by one of the guests on the show this week, Suzette Simon. And she's also doing a comedy series at Lincoln Center.
Oh, wow.
Why don't I have words? Did you see me? I just faded.
I saw you thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the heat.
It could be the heat.
Yeah. I definitely feel slower.
I gotta stop smoking that weed. I do so much better when I don't smoke. There was 2 months
Yeah.
that I didn't smoke. I was so smart.
Yeah, I remember.
I was like sharp. I was like, oh, wow. It is
It's
the
the
weed. It's the
summer.
weed. It's the weed. I gotta stop.
I think it's okay during the summer though.
Look, DJ, he's like, it's the weed. Marina. Oh God. So what else is on the I did George Wallace's show this week too at
Oh, that's
night.
great.
Yeah, I did his YouTube live. It was a lot of fun. And there was a woman on there named Coco who was on Def Jam early. It's one of the most shared Def Jams was with this comedian because she's pulling everything out of her shirt.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
it's so good.
It's gone viral again.
Yeah, it has.
And when she was on, I didn't realize it was her. I did one of those things I didn't know, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is you!"
Yeah.
Oh. And she said that one of her friends was like upset because some other person was pulling stuff out of their shirt as a joke, and they were like, "This is your act." She's like, "It's okay, I did it. Someone else will do their version of it."
Yeah, that's very wise. I feel like because I mean, knowing me, I feel like I would be like really upset if someone started doing like a bit that I had done. But also, I feel like I don't know, like being in comedy, like people will accidentally like think they've stumbled onto a joke that's already been told, and it just happens.
It happens a lot, and there's no really good way of telling a comic that they stole your joke. I've never found it. I just let it go. David Tell once said, "Lessons from the master: write faster than they can steal."
That's really smart. Yeah.
It is very smart because if you just keep writing, they'll be like, you'll be onto a new bit and you'll be like, you can have that one. Yeah. Have it. I mean, my joke about Harlem's gentrification and finding produce and looking at a tomato and going, they coming has been stolen, ripped off so many times. The versions of it, I don't own obviously gentrification jokes, but I was the first one who said, the tomato produce was the sign that gentrification. I know I wrote that joke based on just seeing 2 elder women in Harlem looking at some tomatoes, and they're like, "Girl, they coming." That's how I got that joke. So I knew I was like someone. I took it from a real life experience. Anyway, I don't approach people though. I just let it go. I may like have a conversation with someone else about it, but it's just not worth it. It becomes like a fight, becomes strange. All of a sudden you look like you're jealous of someone and you're not. You're just trying to claim your material. You work so hard for a joke.
Yeah.
And that when someone takes it, it hurts to your soul. Let's see what Aunt Pruitt. As a content creator, I wish I could follow a comedian around and watch their process of creating. It's fascinating. I got to tell you, you don't want to follow me because it's like, it's a lot of me playing Fortnite and just living life. Did you steal my joke? Donnell, I'll come after you. I'll get you. I got your name.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Also, I've noticed this, Evelyn, last night. The audiences are very chatty right now.
Really?
Yeah, last night I had a couple audiences that were just like, no, I had one. Let me get that right. One was amazing.
Yeah.
It's so weird how audiences can change.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't get it. Like no, I do get it. It's like contamination. Like we're talking about like Delta variant, right? Well, everything is contagious. Like laughter is contagious. If you have one person in the audience that is just laughing so hard, it's amazing how it just infects the whole audience. If you have an audience that like you have a couple of bad people in it, it makes the whole
energy,
audience.
It sucks it out. Yeah.
Like I was doing a joke last night. I was in the middle of it, and this girl shouts out, "How long?"
Oh my God.
I still think about her.
Yeah. I mean, I would think about her and be angry at her for a while.
How long? And it's not just this, it's how she's saying it that's like, was driving me nuts.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, they're talking a lot. Look at you.
They are talking a lot.
Let's see. John El Malay stole your gentrification and did it. No.
Oh man.
God. Well, we all know that he was doing that. It's Gad El Malay. He did my joke out there.
Really?
That's what we found out, was that he was going over to other countries and doing our jokes. He had been at the Cellar and he was around all the. Jeez, man.
That's
I that guy.
So frustrating. Oh, also, my girlfriend just locked herself out of our apartment. I will be right back.
Okay.
It's okay. Right. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll keep them company. Oh, hey, Marcus. You on the west side? West side. What's up? All right. Oh God. Okay. I'm like very back forth. I went too far back. No, I was joking. He didn't steal it. It's Jad. All right. Okay, cool. Yeah, Gad is known for doing that. Uh-oh. We're going. Gad's not he's in the import-export badness. Okay. Any questions you guys want to ask me that, like, like you're curious about, like, as a stand-up comedian? Are there any questions? Let's do a little Q&A segment, like things you want to know about Marina Franklin. I don't understand how someone could call themselves a comedian and then steal jokes. It's very disrespectful to the art. Yeah, Ashley, I agree. Look, I look so much better with a mask. You can tell just from the way. Look at this. You know how much attention I got with like a mask? Because they didn't know this was coming. Men prefer me like this because they're like, oh, it doesn't look like she talks that much. All right. I've been acting a fool since you've been gone. Okay. He may bite, but he does a great job at it. There is no great job at biting and stealing. There's just losers who steal. It's so lazy to steal material. It's like one of the worst crimes you could ever commit. I mean, why get into a business?
Yeah.
I guess you just want to make money.
Yeah.
And, it always comes out in the wash anyway. I don't know who said that.
That's true.
Is that a saying? True. I've been saying really bad sayings lately and doing really bad analogies.
Oh, no.
This morning I called Keith Robinson and I gave him an analogy for like the Delta variant and people who say they've taken all these like supplements and vitamins. And I go, could you do that if they threw acid at you? You couldn't have a supplement, wouldn't stop acid. And Keith got real quiet. And then he goes, I'm going to just let that go. But that analogy absolutely stunk. And I was like,
so funny.
I've been trying it. I've been saying it for a while now just to see what people's reactions would be.
Yeah.
And it's not really great. So I was like, maybe it's not a good one.
Yeah. You should write it down, though. Marina's analogies.
I do think the one about the Olympians who got COVID, I used to say, if an Olympian who's fully vaxxed got COVID, what makes you think you can't get it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's a good one.
That's a great one. Yeah, they're in the best shape of their lives and they get sick. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Donnell. Yeah, my smile can't help but be authentic. And I whitened my teeth recently. I don't know if you could tell.
They look good.
I once met a guy who was terrified by my teeth because I have a gremlin that one tooth right there. Who steals more? Veteran comedians or rookie comedians? Both. It's equal. Veteran comedians who don't have anything and never gone anywhere, they could steal. And then young comedians who don't know any better, they don't know they're stealing, can steal. Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. Or they like feel insecure about like the jokes that they have. So they just take other people's.
Okay, Ashley, I do have a stand-up question. I am an open micer right now. Okay, and how much would you suggest I attend a week so I can grow in this craft? I want to grind, but I don't want to burn out also. Do you want to take it first, Evelyn?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's a really good question. I think it does like depend on like how, like, I don't know, just like your personality. Like, I think for me, like, I'm a slightly more like introverted, kind of quiet person. So when I first started out doing open mics, I really like, I kind of like built it up. So I would start doing like one a week and then did that for like a few weeks until that like felt kind of more normal and like comfortable. And then like I would do like 2 a week. I think the most I ever did was maybe like 3 a week. I don't think you need to do like more than that, to be honest. I think it's like good also, like even like if there's a night where you're not doing an open mic, like if you want to go out and like see like a comedy show, or like if there are virtual comedy shows, like I think doing open mics are really important and like really valuable. But your point to like not wanting to burn out is like really like important, and I think the fact that you're aware of that is like really good too. I think like an easy mistake young comics make is like burning themselves out by like doing too much and like overperforming certain things. So yeah, I mean, just kind of get a sense of like where your comfort lies. But as long as you're kind of like, I don't know, like I said, like not like even if you're not doing an open mic, like if you're still like watching comedy bits and like seeing like what other comedians are doing, and you know, learning on like older comedians that you really should know about, like just having that in your like mind is really important and like really helpful.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I will say I burned out. Oh, my bad analogy. Sorry, wait, we're not ready for that. I would say like when I first started, I did a lot. In the beginning, it's really important to do a lot to burn out. I mean, to not burn out, but to bomb a lot. Bombing a lot is
Yeah.
good in the beginning, and even, you know, and something to learn. My best jokes came from when I first started doing comedy. I was bombing so much. Not in the very like first week or so that I started. I was killing when I first got on stage, and then I got in front of an audience that I didn't bring, and I was like, "Oh no, this is real."
Yeah.
And then I started, and then I was like, I got better over time. I mean, I was always funny, but I was, you know, like, you know, not sure of the technical parts of it. And I didn't have the confidence because I was new. So the more you get up, back when I started, it was like, I got up every single day. The only day I didn't get up was like maybe, no, I got up every single day.
Wow.
I'm not lying. And I had a full-time job too.
Wow.
So I got up, and I was exhausted. I was lots of coffee. And yeah, I didn't take too many breaks. And I got better quicker. Because I got up every single. Now, open mics can be depressing. And I think now these open mics are even more depressing from what I'm hearing. I think they're a little different from when I first started. When I first started, I had alt rooms that I could go to.
Cool.
Yeah, like Collective Unconscious was a spot on the Lower East Side. Like people like Mark Maron used to go, Todd Barry, Sarah Silverman. That's how I met them. And, you know, Craig Robinson would go to these places. Eating It was a venue and a theme show, which meant like Eating It meant you could kind of bomb.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I remember, being on stage and seeing Sarah Silverman in the audience watching me. And I was like, oh my God, you know,
That's
like
so cool.
I'm amongst, and I was like a very new comic, but they let new comics up with like veteran comics. It was very cool. And you could do whatever. You didn't have to do straight stand up. So finding spaces that are not just straight, you know, stand up can also help.
Yeah.
But I got up pretty much every day. But, you know the spots that you feel the best in, I would say. If there's a spot that's like, you know, kind of making you feel down about what you're doing, stop doing that one and find something else.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, that's like the hard part that I've found, like now that like there are certain like open mics or like shows or rooms that are like opening up again. There are a lot that aren't opening up again after COVID. So it's kind of like having to relearn like or finding new spots that like I really enjoy and like feel good to me. That's kind of been like my struggle recently, but I think it'll probably get better.
Yeah, and she's saying she's the only, I was the only Black female comic in my spots too, a lot of times. And I would hear so much, misogynistic material, racist material. And I developed a very thick skin, is what I'm going to say, for all of it. I would say now you wouldn't, I don't know if they're still doing that, because back when I was coming up, there was no like cancel culture. So people were wild with their shit.
Oh wow.
Wild.
Man.
And I used to sometimes get I'm an emotional person. I would sometimes get on stage and be like, you try that in front of a Black audience and see what happens. But yeah, I can't, it is like that, but stay in it, stay in it. Your work ethic is the most important. You should be recording yourself every single set, listening to it back. As far as writing, how often I write, I don't sit down and write. That's not something I do. I take experiences and I jot things down, and then I go on stage and I work it out. That's how I write. And then I fine tune it by being in front of an audience. And then I listen to the sets. I listen to every recording. I record every single set to this day. And when I get closer to like a late night set or something like that, then I sit down with it and I really chisel away at the set to make sure that it's a tight, 5 minutes. When you first start out, you only have really 5 minutes, so it's a perfect time.
Yeah.
The longer you add it, I've got like maybe 2.5, 3 hours of material, so it's harder to chisel that set down. You got to really think of a clear beginning, middle, and end. Yeah. All right. Let's see what other question. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad it helped, Ashley. And don't get down about being the only Black woman. I know, I've been there. It can be hard, but it's fine. And if you need to take that break on Sunday. But Sunday, I have to say, is the best time to be in, because I always found audiences on Sundays, those are good people. No one's going out on Sunday to get drunk. Okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Would you perform before? Yes, all kinds of audience, except for the KKK. Unlike what Modi said on our podcast. Modi said I would perform for the KKK.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was joking, but I was like, no, Evelyn, they're nodding about being the only Black. Well, she understands.
I understand. Like I am supporting.
Yeah. Where you coming for everyone, Donnell? Relax, dude. Donnell, you turn real fast. I see you in the chat. You coming for people. This is great. Like office hours, very helpful. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad I can be helpful. I try. I mean, my method, I wouldn't wish on anyone. My stand-up method is for me. I've seen people, ex-boyfriends even, where they're like, I'm watching how their method, and I'm like, oh, is that what you do?
That's so funny.
Good luck on that.
Yeah.
So, all right, good for you.
I don't think I could date another comedian.
Donnell is just joking. Okay. Oh, you kidding? You kidding? You know what we talked about it's funny. We talked about Michael Che on the most recent episode.
Oh, yeah.
With his Simone, and Michael Che texts me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because one of our assistants put up like a post about Wendy talking about it, and it was out of context, obviously.
Yeah.
Which most people like that type of attention on social media. I don't, and I had to tell the intern, like sometimes when we post, we don't really want to, I know Michael Che, so I don't want to hurt his feelings, but that conversation was really strong about what he put out there about Simone Biles. And Wendy, what she said was just stand by your shit.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, stand by it. Michael Che was like, it doesn't bother me at all. I was like, yeah, but you text me. I was like, I'd love to have you back on the show though. Come back.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you, Che. I love you.
Yeah.
And then there was like, he was like, oh, when do you guys still go in? I was like, no, we've been virtual for 2 years now, almost. No, a year and a half.
That's still a long time. Wow.
I can't even, like, the birthdays that are coming back around. I'm like, whoa, we're still in this.
Yeah, we really are.
I'm about to have another birthday. Oh, God.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, Michael Che loves the way Eric Prince. Michael Che
is good.
Was laughing so hard at you, DJ Eric Prince. He was like, Che was like, I wish I had video of your DJs. It was so funny. Anyway, we got to get out here. It's 4:00. We did an hour. We're all good. I'm out of conversation. I love you all. You all are the best. We do this every Saturday at 3:00. Let's see. Okay. And I found the Che conversation interesting when it was noted that most Blacks wouldn't know who he was, even though he's a big SNL person. It is kind of, that was what the Root said. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
Just want to say we didn't say that. That was what the Root.
That's interesting. That's an interesting claim.
Well, the Root said that, and it's kind of, Black people don't really watch Saturday Night Live.
That's true. And well, because I also know that like Michael Che, like before he was on SNL, like he did like a few days on The Daily Show, which I know is also like, at least when Jon Stewart was there, was definitely more of a white audience.
Yeah, it's hard to, the need for a Black audience to like you as a Black performer is a whole topic in itself.
Yeah.
That we could go in on and we should talk about on the next Friends Like Us.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, I want to say thank you so much again for joining us. Make sure you follow Evelyn and Marina. You could always go to the Linktree that is on here in the description area to find everything out about the podcast, the most recent episodes. Please leave us a review so we can shout you out with your review. And I really appreciate you joining us every Saturday. Please stay safe. Okay. Please continue to wash your hands. Don't get dirty just because.
Yeah.
Just stay clean, you know? I mean, kind of like, you know, look at all those masks. There's like 1,000 masks on that doorknob behind me.
Yeah.
So wear your masks. Okay. Please get vaccinated. And if you're not vaccinated, be very careful and don't come around me. Okay, just don't. Yeah. And everyone, go on Chet's page and just give him a thumbs down. That moron. Oh, I cannot stand Chet Hanks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not how I want to go out. I want to say thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Look, it looks like I ended. I didn't end?
No, I think we're still going.
I'm joking. I did that as a joke. Bye, guys.
Bye.